So I'm back again today. I didn't get a finish up video last night because my phone ran out of storage and I had to delete a whole heap of footage. But we're back today. I've got to pull the oil pump back apart because then we're getting all the gasket go off it. All the gasket nut will go on down there and down there. So I've got to take that off again, spray it with some more brake cleaner that I got this morning, and then put it back together and shouldn't have to come apart again. I've got to change the front main seal and then the oil pump's going to be good. And then we'll probably get on to putting the head and everything on. I've got to possibly go to a wreckers and find that piece. But yeah, I'll clean the top of the rocker cover up a bit more as well. But yeah, we'll start getting this oil pump done and ready to not have to touch it again. So I'm just going to get some wet and dry sandpaper and just go over the side of the crank and clean that up so that the cam gear and the harmonic balance goes back on without any trouble and comes off again if needs be. But yeah, it's going to bit of carby and brake cleaner on it and give it a scrub. So just got to replace the front main seal with the new one that I got in the Gates timing belt kit. I've already replaced the cam seal yesterday. I've still got to put the head back together. Oh, this is going to be just as stuck as the last one was, isn't it? Oh, got it. Oh, got it. Look at that. Oh, I left the skin on it and all. Jesus. Righto. Note to self, be careful when changing the seal. Ah, that's gonna sting. Typical, seal's been in there since factory and it's heated up that much, it's sticking it. It's not supposed to go all the way in. You just want the seal snug with the outside of it, because otherwise it can leak if you push it in too far. There we go, there's the front main seal replaced. How easy is that? Well, once the engine's already pulled down it's pretty easy, but it's not hard once you're already there. Just change it, save you having to come back in 2,000 Ks and change it then. This even looks like a fairly old, not really used timing belt either, but that's a bit, yeah, a bit dried out. I got another one of those here. Got a brand newie. Yeah. How much that spins compared to that again. So it's definitely worn out. There's the new belt, which is, oh nice, it's even got timing marks on it. Sweet. Not that I need them, but it helps to line everything up. Yeah, now I'm going to get the water pump out, clean this spring up so that it's clean to go back in when it's ready. Right, I'm going to change a gasket on the thermostat housing, which looks like has been gooed up. Yep. Person who pulled this motor down beforehand didn't really know what they were, well, I knew what they were doing, they just didn't do it properly. That'll still be good for now. Right, I'm going to get the wire brush out and clean that, then we'll show you what it looks like after it's clean. So they gooed it and left the old gasket on there, which was nothing wrong with the gasket, so I don't see why they had to goo it, because I don't see why it should have been leaking anyway. Got it. That is all disgusting. That is going to get a wire brush once again. I just started wire brushing it and realised that there was a gasket still on it, so yeah, I'm really going to clean this up, make it look as good as possible. Alright, I'm just going to stick the new gasket on with no goo. Oh wait, I need to stick the thermostat back in. So much goo still all over these nuts. A couple of ugga-duggers. Alright, new gasket, all done and sealed. That's the new water pump. And the gasket and the studs. And the studs that go into the front. I tightened these down with the multi-grips just on the non-threaded bits there. Tightened them in so they shouldn't come out. I just had to clean the surface up on here so I could put the water pump on because there was still a little bit of old gasket and that chilling. That's a water pump install. Just trying to clean all the gunk off this thing as much as I can. So disgusting. I sprayed it with heavy duty degreaser. It's making me not be able to breathe very well. I need me an apprentice so they can do this for me. Clean up the block pretty much as I can at the moment. There's still a bit of shit on it, but it's really hard to try and get it off. This side's a lot better than it was. I just sprayed all the bores with carby and throttle body cleaner and wiped them out so that they're all nice and clean now. And I'm about to go in and start putting the head back together so that I can put the head back on the block and be a little bit closer to being finished. So yes, coming along a bit slower than I was anticipating, but there may be a two-part to this engine refresh where I'll probably get the head on it because I'm still waiting for a rear main seal and the oil pump gasket that fits here. It may be another week before I can get it in, so this will probably be part one of refreshing the engine, and then part two will be putting the rest of it back together and back into the VL. And I've cleaned up the bell housing and that's pretty clean. I've sprayed degreaser in here. I've got to get the gurney in and give it another spray, but I was just going to let that sit for a bit and fill the spray bottle back up with degreaser and hit it again so it can all get all that off. So yeah, I'm going to go in, start putting this head together and we'll start getting a move on. I've got the head there. It looks pretty good. Where the bearing rides on it, not too bad. There's a few markings on it, like as you can see there, but they're my nail doesn't grab them, so that's a good sign. But yeah, about to put this cam in and put all the rocker assembly back on, and should be nearly ready to go back onto the block. Then I just had to replace that O-ring just there. Oh, if you can see, hang on. Yeah, I just had to replace this O-ring here so it seals up against the front of the head there. Got the cam in, dribbled a bit of oil across the top just to help with everything. And I'll just give it a bit of a... Don't you dare, bet you it did, didn't it? No, it didn't grab any threads. I hope it didn't pull any threads. Oh well, I've got to tap and die there anyway if I need. Yeah, it fucking has, hasn't it? Fucking did, look at that. Pulled the goddamn threads. Right, I have to figure something out. So I just got a longer bolt out of another, well, out of a box of bolts, nuts and bolts that are sitting over there. So I just put a little bit longer one in it and cut it down because it was a bit too long. So that's holding it good now and shouldn't come out. Yeah, because it was torqued to spec last time, a bit over torqued. And that one just fucking went to do the same thing, didn't it? Fuck me. Right, so the other bolt stripped, so I had to cut the end off that and do another one. The socket just slipped off the nut and it didn't strip again, thank God. They don't want to spin for me. Yep, there we go. I need to pour a little bit more oil in there, but that's alright for now. Right. Come on. Waiting for something to break then. It's not even the rocker for it. Actually it might be. Smart cookie on or? Righto, so I'm going to have to take that other side off again because I've got this dowel over this side somewhere. Bloody genius if you ask me. Alright, well you've seen how I did the other head, so we'll show you once it's all back together now. I'm just going to pull the fuel rail off and clean it and the injectors with some Carbion throttle body cleaner just to give it the best chance that it can have. Jeebus. We have to pull the tank out because this is disgusting. Oh, gross. It's just what you want coming out of your injectors. You need to get a torch and have a look down the end of all of those. Yeah, that's all disgusting. Right, so some of the head studs were getting a little stuck going down, so I thought I'd just run a tap through it, clean all the threads up, and then I'm going to start putting the head studs in. Oh, I think I might have already done that one. I did. Let's finish sending these down and then we've got to pack up for the day, I think. Got a bit of a crook back. It's the first time I'll be doing an engine with studs too. Every other time it's just been standard head bolts. Double check they're all tight. Like that wasn't. I don't have these coming loose. Righto, so all the head studs are in. Heads over there all put back together. Just having a lot of trouble at the moment. Trying to get this old gasket off, which is very stuck on there. I think I'm going to have to go and get a coarse plastic wheel thing to go on the drill. I can't remember what they're called, but yeah, I think I'm going to have to get one of those. I've pulled the rail off and cleaned this, well, roughly cleaned it. Give it a little bit of a spray. I haven't got any fuel at the moment to clean the injectors out, but they don't seem to look too bad down the tops of them. Like, they're fairly clean with just a little bit of a spray of throttle body and carby cleaner. I've replaced the gasket for the throttle body. I cleaned these hoses out because I had a bit of dry water and dirt crunching around in it. I got that side gasket off. Still have to get this side gasket off, but tomorrow... Where's the head gasket? Oh, there it is. Phew. Thought I lost the head gasket for a second then. But yeah, we'll be back tomorrow to stick the head on. Start the torque and everything for it. So we'll run them down tomorrow. Finish it off. Hopefully can get all of the intake gaskets off and the new ones on. Still going to clean the top of it up with the wire brush some more. I don't know what I'm going to do about the Holden symbol just yet because I do want to leave it red. But I'm also going to clean up the distributor as well. It may need... Yeah, that needs a new O-ring. That's very hard. So new O-ring for that. I'm going to scrub all those as well. Heads there all nice and assembled. Shouldn't have any problems with that. All the back sides nice and clean, apart from a couple of valves where all the carbon was really stuck to it. But yeah, sump needs yeah, still got to get all this stuff out of the sump that someone beforehand just lathered a whole heap on and hasn't bothered taking any out. But yeah, give the mounts a bit of a clean, and we'll be back tomorrow to hopefully assemble most of the engine.
I just want to give a huge thank you to everyone that's recently subscribed, everyone new to the channel that's been liking, commenting, and telling us what they like and don't like about the videos. Please let us know in the description what you want to see, what we're doing right, what we're doing wrong. Love to hear your feedback so we can make the videos better for you. Just want to say I'm proud of Nathan for making these videos. It's hard to get him to record, but he's doing a great job, as he is not in the same town as me in the moment. So let us know if you made it this far. Comment down in the description below. As I said last video, I think 70% of you aren't subscribed, so if you make it this far and hear this, please subscribe. It'd mean a lot. Chuck a like on the video as well, and yeah, thanks guys. Stay tuned for the next video, and we'll see you in the next one.